I heard a great saying the other day, right? That is that no change will take place until the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change, right? And it's one of those ones where you don't start working out until the doctor says, you know, you need to get on top of your health, otherwise you're taking 10 years off your life. You know, sometimes us as humans, we're just super lazy and we just don't do stuff until we're in pain. And that's by design, because we're designed to seek pleasure and avoid pain. So when something's hard, it's easy to tap out. And I just want to just share a story with you because I know you guys like stories. In fact, if you like stories, my rent-to-rent stories about my journey, my property life, then just comment below story and I'll just share more and more real life experiences that I've had. But I had a situation whereby I realized I needed a change. I realized I didn't want to do what I was doing in the same way. And I was exploring different things. You know, I explored getting a job, starting a new business, you know, crypto. In fact, I even started a crypto group. Like this could have been a crypto channel. And then I landed on property and one thing led to another and I ended up sort of, you know, getting more and more educated. But it wasn't until things got a bit bad and I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to go to some job interviews because I want income. At that time, I didn't own a property. Okay, I had a big car, which was an absolute liability. But most importantly, like it just felt like I didn't have my stuff together. And I just got married, wanted to, you know, sort of settle down, have a nice house, have a nice lifestyle, all that good stuff, and just didn't feel financially able. So I went looking for jobs and I actually went on a job interview and smashed it. And they, you know, invited me to the second job interview and they sold me a dream. They said, yeah, do you know what? This is going to be amazing. You can earn 50 grand basic plus commissions, sales, you're selling a lifestyle, all this good stuff. And then I went to the second interview expecting to be one of a few and I was one of like 50 people. And this one lady said, right, you're out with me today, come on. Pick that bag up, bring it along with me. So I was picking these bags up and, you know, following her. And I assumed, you know, we was going around the corner to another building or a car. And anyway, next thing I know, I'm waiting at a bus stop. I was like, this is weird. Get on a bus. So I'm driving on this bus and eventually we get out of this bus and I'm struggling with these big, heavy, like awkwardly sized bags that I've got no idea what's in them. And she says, right, okay, let's set up here. Bang outside of a co-op. Now, co-op, no offense. I like a co-op. I've got a co-op up the road, you know, one of the petrol station ones where when you can't be bothered to go shopping, you just drop in and get yourself a spatchcock chicken or whatever, right? But on this particular day, I hated co-op, right? Because they had me stood outside selling stuff, like freezing. It was winter. I was having a terrible time. It was a real come down for me. And I'll never forget, there was a Costa across the road. So I made out like I needed to use the bathroom, went to the Costa, went in that downstairs disabled toilet that they've always got, and I called my missus. And it rang and it rang and it rang, and eventually she answered because she would have been at work at the time. And I said, they've got me outside a co-op selling stuff. Like, what should I do? And she was quiet for a while, and then I'll never forget it. I'll never forget these words she said to me. She said, come home, all right? And I kind of tried to like steady myself, you know, had a minute. Then I went out and I had to break it to this woman. I felt like a bit of an idiot. I said, do you know what, like, really sorry, but this is just not for me. And I jumped on the bus, back to my car, drove home. And I vowed to myself then, I was never going to put myself in that position. And I had to make something of myself. I had to do something else. And that was the pain that I had when the pain of staying the same and doing that was far greater than the pain of me changing, so I put it in. So do me a favor, if you've got a story like this, comment below. What was your moment when you realized you've got to change? Let's share, because that's why I started this channel, to help as many of you as possible. Because when I needed to research and learn at that time, I watched a lot of YouTube, a lot of podcasts. I did a lot of stuff that helped me on my journey. So I want to help you now and give back. Okay? If you're brand new to the channel, hit the subscribe button to follow my journey for loads of top tips and tricks on Rent to Rent 2.0, service accommodation and HMO. If you're not already, head to the Facebook group and join the Creative Cashflow Facebook community. There's over 5,000 of us, all budding rent to renters. If that sounds good, head over there and I'll see you in the next video.